internet sensation TikTok, known for its unorthodox 15-second videos, along with its ever-growing popularity. However, this might all change according to the proposed class action lawsuit filed in California federal court in the last week of November last year. Privacy is one of the most valuable and fragile systems on the internet, and if broken, the whole thing can come crashing down. Firstly, we will look at the allegations and the lawsuit. Then we will compare Australia's privacy laws with the US's. Then finally, we will look at the impact this has on the rest of the media and its effect on people's opinions regarding social media. TikTok allegedly has been illegally and covertly storing huge volumes of personally identifiable user data and transferring it straight to China. The lawsuit also accuses the company and ByteDance, its Chinese parent company, of obtaining user content such as draft videos without their consent and possessing ambiguous privacy policies. This is crazy news because it raises concerns that data accumulated by TikTok could be used to identify, profile, and track users in the US. What is worse is the company is profiting from this alleged activity because it uses the data to sell targeted ads. TikTok's light-hearted fun comes at a heavy cost, according to the lawsuit, which was filed on the 29th of November last year. The allegations against the popular short video app are the latest example of the growing security concerns surrounding TikTok, which exceeded 1.5 billion downloads globally in November. Reportedly, the US government is also looking into the app for potential security risks. Misty Hong, who is a college student and resident of Palo Alto in California, is suing ByteDance, TikTok, and Musical.ly, a lip-syncing app that was rebranded as TikTok, for the alleged infringement of a federal computer fraud law, the California Constitution's right to privacy, and other laws. TikTok videos frequently involve close-ups of people's faces, leaving the company to gather biometric data on its users. According to the lawsuit, once a user shoots a video and clicks the next button, the videos are transferred to numerous domains without them being aware. What's creepier is the lawsuit states that this happens before users even save or post a video on the app. Hong downloaded TikTok in March or April 2019, but never created an account according to the lawsuit. Months later, she discovered TikTok made one for her. She created 5 or 6 videos using the app, but never saved or published the videos. Still, TikTok stealthily took the videos as well as her data without her knowledge and sent the information to the servers in China. Federal MP and chairman of Parliament's Intelligence and Security Committee, Andrew Hastie, fears that TikTok could be sharing that private information with authorities in Beijing. China's National Intelligence Law of 2017 means the Chinese government can compel businesses to share information with them, he told 730. Alongside all this information, TikTok is likewise gathering a trove of data about its users, including their phone and social network contacts, email addresses, IP addresses, location using GPS tracking, and other information. According to the lawsuit, the company allegedly uses the various tactics to secrete that they're conveying user data. Even when a user closes the app, it still stores biometric and user information, according to the lawsuit. Quoting articles from news outlets such as CNBC, Quartz, and Affinity magazine, the lawsuit claims user data was sent to China. It lists numerous Chinese servers the data was transferred to before and after February 2019. TikTok and Hong's lawyers didn't instantly respond to a request for a comment. Privacy laws comparison. The privacy laws of the United States deal with several different legal concepts. One is the invasion of privacy, a tort based in common law enabling an aggrieved party to make a lawsuit against an individual who unlawfully interferes into their private affairs, discloses their private information, publicizes them in a false light, or appoints their name for personal gain. There is no absolute right to privacy in Australian law, and there is no recognised tort of invasion of privacy or related insistence open to people who feel their privacy has been broken. Privacy is, however, affected and protected in limited ways by common law in Australia and a variety of federal, state, and territorial laws and administrative arrangements. The New Zealand Law Commission said of privacy in Australian law in 2009, the current landscape in Australia includes federal and state information privacy legislation, some sector-specific privacy legislation at the state level, regulation of the media, and some criminal sanctions. Regarding civil causes of action for invasion of privacy, however, the current position in Australia is unclear. There have been some indications by the courts that a tort of invasion of privacy may exist in Australia. The Australian Law Reform Commission has recommended the enactment of a statutory cause of action for the invasion of privacy. Effect on the media. This is all absurd and of course has a massive impact on not only how people view TikTok, but how they use it. Now, what is everybody going to think when posting content online? Is it going to be stolen, delivered straight to the Chinese government, or worse, your location tracked? In terms of Australia laws, people do have a right to privacy. However, since the US's privacy laws are slightly harsher, therefore, they can actually file a lawsuit for it. Most social apps such as Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram are free from government interferences, such as these ones. The next time someone posts something, they'll always have red flags up because they know that information is being tracked. However, the ripple effect this will entail on media and other applications may be much larger than expected. People will start questioning what's going on, and trust will waver slightly for some of the biggest apps and companies to if the same thing is going on beneath the radar. Conclusion. Finally, the internet sensation TikTok, despite being one of the most innovative and popular applications in this generation, is allegedly stealing personal information and distributing it to the Chinese government. In Australia, there is evidence that a tort of invasion of privacy exists, to which this case directly covers. TikTok is taking people's private information, tracking their location, and if they can do all that, as well as the fact that the company is profiting from this alleged activity due to its use of this data to sell targeted ads. TikTok is probably too big for this case, and they're going to find some way of getting out of it. So the best thing we can do as the audience is to read the terms and services properly each time you download something new. The media is a fragile place and is affected by nearly everything, no matter how small. Until we get a response from TikTok regarding this file, we need to understand just because you may not be a big name doesn't mean the invasion of your privacy is a far stretch.